Hello and welcome. Uh, the Telegram channel is being appreciated a lot by the subscribers for its content and clarity. Thank you. The topic with today's editorial is trouble in Nepal. Now, what is the trouble in Nepal is to be looked into, and what kind of trouble it is generating. The issues of Nepal is generating uh, some troubles which are being enumerated over here. The subtopic says India will have to deal with KP Oli in Nepal, whether he is ousted or stays on as PM. Now it is very clear. It says that uh, KP Oli, the Prime Minister of Nepal, may stay or may be ousted by the people over there, may be voted out or defeated in numbers math, but still India will have to deal with him as India has some issues which it can foresee for the long run. Now, what are those issues and what is the matter is to be looked into. So, the passage over here begins with the descriptions that relate to the downfall of KP Oli, or at least the kind of mm, uh, kind of resentment which Mr. KP Oli is facing. The storm raging in Nepal's ruling Nepal Congress Communist Party (NCP) is again rocking the Ghagra Prasad Oil government, KP Oli government, and putting Kathmandu's polity in suspense over what might follow. So it is a statement of some fact with some guesses and speculations. It says that there is a trouble coming up in National Communist Party of Nepal, and the KP Oli's government is having trouble managing that resentment, and this makes the uh, the Kathmandu's polity, the the standing of the running of the operation of the government over there uh, in suspense as to what will come next. Uh, See, such things are spoken only when there is of a fear of fall of the government. Uh, there is suspense over what might follow. It's a kind of indication that the government may fall and a new setup may come up. A crucial meet meant to announce an end of the differences between the party's two leaders, Mr. Oli and his rival Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachand, Urf Prachand, was postponed on Tuesday. So, this is being taken as a hint it says two things. It says that the National Communist Party has two prominent leaders. One is Mr. Oli, the Prime Minister, and the second man, Mr. Prachand, uh, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, second man. These are the two leaders, and they have some serious differences. Now, to put an end to this difference, a meeting was organized so that publicly it could be announced that they don't have any difference, uh, 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 and such announcement is expected to cool down the agony being developed among party members. But this meeting was postponed on Tuesday. So this is first hint. Something is wrong and the meeting could not come up. Next sentence. Last week too, the two rival factions decided to put off a meeting of standing committee after Prime Minister Oli failed to attend. So, this is not alone. The postponement of the meeting scheduled for Tuesday is not the only one. There was a previous meeting too in which the Prime Minister did not attend, and so that meeting was also put off. While the bone of contention, what is the bone of contention? Bone of contention is it refers to the issues of disagreement, the differences, the issues related to the differences. This is the bone of contention. While the bone of contention which has roiled party members, what is roiled? Roiled means which has annoyed party members. Party members are not happy with the issue that creates differences between the top person and the second one next to the top. While the bone of contention, while the main issue of the disagreement, sorry, while the main issue of disagreement which has annoyed party members is that Mr. Oli continues to hold two posts. So this is an issue of disagreement. Mr. Oli, the Prime Minister, should not hold two posts. What are those two posts? It is hyphenated. It is given under hyphen, the two posts. That of NCP chairperson and the Prime Minister. These are the two posts. Both are top positions. One for the country and other for the party. Both positions are being held by Mr. Oli, and this is to the discontentment of Mr. Dahal, Mr. Prashant, and this disagreement annoys other party members. So this is the case. It is clear that there is more complex power game going on. So this disagreement is indicative of some power game going on. What is power game? Power means the inherent power that helps to rule over the things. Party members leading the move against Mr. Oli point to growing discomfort over his autocratic style. What is dictatorship? Kind of dictatorship. So the party members in general are not happy with Mr. Oli because of his dictatorial style of working. The Dahal faction, which had merged with the oil-led United Marxist-Leninist UML in 2018, when their combined, they should be read together, when their combined, one is a verb, it it has to be read separately. So, the Dahal faction, which had merged with UML of Mr. Oli in 2018, and the two together had won a massive mandate in general elections, is also impatient for a chance to rule. So, Mr. Dahal is impatient for a chance to rule. Mr. Dahal merged with Mr. Oli's party, the party of Mr. Dahal merged with that of Mr. Oli, and the two together managed a massive mandate uh, in general elections. This makes Mr. Dahal impatient and is desiring to have a chance to rule in some way. Mr. Dahal is already unhappy over past power sharing agreements that he believes Mr. Oli reneged on, and Mr. Oli still has residual bitterness over Mr. Dahal's decision to pull out of his previous government in 2016. This is a big sentence, we should split it. This sentence, in fact, speaks of two issues. One that Mr. Dahal is related, and the issue to which Mr. Dahal is related is that he is not happy with the power sharing agreements, and he expects Mr. Oli will come back on what he had promised earlier at the time of merger. So this is what Mr. Oli has in mind, and this is what Mr. Dahal has in mind, and Mr. Oli is having bitterness over Mr. Dahal because Mr. Dahal had pulled out of the previous government in 2016. So he withdrew his support to Mr. Oli in 2016, and that is there in the hearts of Mr. Oli. So Mr. Oli has one kind of grievance, Mr. Dahal has another kind of grievance, and the two are together both with their own grievances. There is also concern over Mr. Oli's head-on collision with India over the past few weeks, beginning with the constitutional amendment to adopt a disputed map, as well as his rather rash language against India, including a recent controversy over the birthplace of Hindu god Lord Ram. So this sentence talks of too many things, and we should have to split the issues for clarity. So the other issues that makes Mr. Oli and that makes Mr. That reduces the mandate to Mr. Oli, that which causes resentment against Mr. Oli, is his head-on collision with India in the past few weeks. Number one. Number two, his effort to adopt the disputed map after constitutional amendment is the second issue against which there is resentment, and the third is the rash language he is using against India. This is the third, and the fourth is the controversy that he has created with regard to the place of birth of Lord Rama. So these are the four issues which have been put together in this one sentence. Mr. Oli has said that he believes there is a conspiracy against him and alluded to alleged machinations by the Indian embassy in Kathmandu. There are more things to speak against Mr. Oli. What is that? Mr. Oli is putting up a propaganda that he is being conspired against. He is being conspired against, and he has explained, he has stated the plot of conspiracy by the Indian embassy in Kathmandu. So this is another upcoming issue, upcoming fact that is coming from Mr. Oli. Finally, there is a considerable disquiet in the party and in the press over public role played by Chinese ambassador to Nepal in bringing together the warring factions, especially after Mr. Oli's threat to split the NCP and revive the UML earlier this month. So the Chinese ambassador is coming up to to solve the issue by bringing together the warring factions, the factions which are under disagreement, Mr. Dal and Mr. Oli. This Chinese ambassador is making an attempt to bring them together and to cool off the matter, uh, particularly when Mr. Oli has threatened to split NCP and separate it and to have his own UML as a separate political party just few days ago in this month. Many in South Bloc will take heart and may even rejoice over Mr. Oli's troubles given his recent petulant behavior with Modi government. Now, this South Bloc, the PMO office, is happy to find Mr. Oli in trouble because he had been speaking a lot against Mr. Modi. And that too in the childish manner, petulant behavior, childish manner, in a petulant manner. This is childish behavior. So they are happy with the troubles Mr. Oli is facing within his party itself. India-Nepal ties have hit new lows, have gone down a lot, with neither side willing to schedule the much meeting of foreign secretaries to begin to sort out their problems. Now, this is the first step actually. Whenever trouble extends between two countries, their foreign secretaries go and meet together to discuss and find a solution, joint solution. So this is not being scheduled with Nepal. This is what it says. Yet it is important for Mr. Modi government and the Indian mission to take a mature stand and play a more constructive role in the current political crisis. In spite of all these, the Modi government should show some maturity and have skilled behavior in getting the proper solution to this problem and building something constructive at the time of this crisis. This is what this stand says. No matter what Nepal, Mr. Oli is doing, it has least to do. India has long standing relations with Nepal, and for that, Mr. Modi must have matured stand. The larger struggle for the continuance of Nepal as parliamentary democracy rather than as a Politburo style polity dominated by party elite also depends on the outcome of this tussle. So there is a tussle between Mr. Dahal and Mr. Oli, and there is some disturbance between India and Nepal also. India doesn't want to have a like ruling in Nepal. This is Politburo style. Politburo style means communist like political outcome. India wants to have a parliamentary democracy in Nepal. So if the disturbance persists, it is feared to have a communist-like uh, political development in Nepal, and that will be dominated by party elites, those senior fellows uh, in the lead. While Mr. Oli is outnumbered in the ruling party structure, he has won a mandate, and there is little doubt that he remains popular in Nepal. Mr. Oli has mandate, but he's not able to work. His popularity is falling every day. Uh, so he he being the head has popularity in Nepal, and he's working autocracy, like dictatorial rulings are indicative of Politburo style of working. In power or out of it, New Delhi will still need to contend with Mr. Oli, whose polarizing politics could impact the country's fragile ethnic mosaic, not channeled driftly and with some delicacy. See, the Prime Minister is the mandated head of a state. Now, Mr. Oli, is having the powers. So, whether he is there in power or out of it, he is able to polarize the politics, and the whole setup, the whole cultural mix of the country of Nepal is likely to be destroyed. It is quite fragile because of illiteracy and backwardness of that country of Nepal. It must be channeled deftly. It must be looked into or handled in a skilled manner, in a highly skilled manner, in a neat and skilled, and with some delicacy, because it is fragile, it is weak. So delicacy has to be there, and carefulness has to be there. So this is the advice of the author on this issue. Thank you. Thank you very much.